At the Aesthetic Beauty Center, the treatments we do fall under mainly three categories. The laser clinic, of course, delivers most of the light-based therapies, and then we have got the non-surgical and the surgical treatments. Today we are going to concentrate on the laser clinic and the various laser treatments we do at the center. The main groups in the laser treatments are ablative, which is the CO2 lasers, the Erbium lasers, and of course there is a fractional lasers whereby we do very controlled damage to the surface of the skin and let it resurface, and that way we achieve the results. In the non-ablative group, we have got the IPL, which is the intense pulse light, and of course all the other light therapies and the laser therapies that come under that category. I'm going to take you through some of them individually, and why don't you follow me to the laser room and we can show you some of them. We have got the Qswitch, which is the laser that helps remove the tattoos. This is a Medlight C3. It has got two wavelengths, the 532 and the 1064. This laser deals very effectively the red tattoos, even the blue tattoos, and when we talk about the green tattoos, which are slightly more difficult, we use the ruby laser, which is here, the Asclepion laser, which is the ruby star. It can be also used in another format, which is the long pulse, and that also helps the hair removal. But generally speaking, we don't use the ruby laser for hair removal. As we mentioned before, we deal with some of the ablative lasers. Now this is AccuPulse, which is a luminous AccuPulse CO2 laser, and that can resurface the face, and also we have started using this for vaginal resurfacing, whereby some of the mucosal changes, that is the lining of the vagina, we can change it and help the area to heal, particularly after some of the menopausal changes that ladies can go through. Here we have got the sight-on Erbium Laser. This is traditionally used for resurfacing, for lines and wrinkles, and can be also used multiple times to slowly penetrate deeper into the skin. We usually give about 4 to 6 weeks time in between for the skin to heal, and then we can repeat the treatment and then hopefully achieve the adequate tightening and smoothing of the surface of the skin. As it happens, this machine also has got the 1340 nanometer laser for non-ablative skin tightening, and also the Nd:YAG, which we use for hair removal, and also some of the blood vessel treatments that we can do for superficial facial veins, telangiectasia, and also some of the superficial leg veins. This is the 755 or the Alexandrite Laser from Shire. We can use this for superficial blemishes, some blood vessels and birthmarks, but by and large they're used for laser hair removal for the Caucasian skin and also the Mediterranean type of skin, which is we call type 3 or the type 4 skins. For the darker skin, for say Asian or even some of the Afro-Caribbean skins, we would like to use the Nd:YAG, or sometimes the lower power, the lower fluence, the IPL, which is here. We have got the old luminous vasculite machine. I have to say there are so many new IPL machines coming into the market. My view is a bit traditional. I still like the good old luminous vasculite machine. It's a fantastic treatment platform, and just to give you a brief overview, each and every one of these machines can be altered according to the various wavelengths. We call them filters. So we can use various filters and achieve various types of treatments. So superficial skin blemishes, thread veins, telangiectasia, and even rosacea. But also we have to remember the 560 nanometer filter for the IPL machine with the luminous. We can use it for facial rejuvenation, and that is increasing the collagen of the content of the skin, and also we can get a much nicer profile of the skin collagenation and elastin deposition. This is the so-called Fraxel, which is the 1540 nanometer machine. We were the first Fraxel user in the UK, and we have been now using Fraxel for over 10 years. For this treatment, we will need to put local anesthetic cream on the face. We leave it for 20-30 minutes, and then when the treatment is performed, the patients are not feeling much pain or discomfort. We also cool the skin so that the damage is controlled. In a way, we achieve what we set out to achieve, but control the downtime and also the side effects by cooling the skin down. This is the Lightshare Duet, whereby it's a diode laser from Luminous. We use this for hair removal, and this is quite a versatile machine. On occasions we can use this for brown pigmentation of the skin. We have got some other treatments here, which is the RF, which is the OmniFace. This is the non-ablative RF. We can of course tighten the skin, treat some of the stretch marks with the radio frequency treatments. We have the Thermage in the other room, which we can talk about at a later date. Now this is the Smartside laser. Smartside is a Deca machine. It is a fractional CO2 laser. Now some of the partial resurfacing or treating the lines and wrinkles and blemishes of the face can be done with this. We can increase the concentration of the density of the spots. The dots can be controlled in a very nice way. What I mean by that is we can make the dots closer to each other, we can separate them further apart depending on how much of the skin we want to replace per session. These need to be repeated 3 to 4 times, sometimes more, and most often the patients get a fantastic results out of most of the ablative treatments. This is a cooling machine whereby we use it to cool the skin when we are delivering the treatments. This is a Zimmer cooler, and this is one of the best machines out of all these. Although this is not a laser, but this helps us to deliver the treatment in a nicer way, in a much more comfortable way, so the patients can tolerate what we are doing. This is just a bifurcator, and we use this to remove small moles, skin tags, etc. I've often used this also to remove some of the superficial sun damaged skin, and for minor surgery we use this to cauterize blood vessels. This is our range of lasers that we have got in Newcastle. In Sunderland we have also got another 10 or 12 different laser machines, which we can talk about at a later date.